in their domains and compare notes on what his administration is doing to add value to their living standards and environment vis-a-vis their desires.
Being a grassroots man from his own background and everything, he believes the true way of actually giving dividends to democracy is when it comes from the people. And because, of course, as a governor, he will not be able to see everywhere. But the town hall has afforded us an opportunity of letting each local government, each community tell us their requirements.
He sees himself as belonging to the people. So it's his responsibility to tell the people that this is what I've been doing with the trust which you embedded in me.
This participatory governance approach, codenamed Town Hall Meeting, was designed to build greater confidence and strengthen the existing partnership between the government and the people. This participatory approach has been found to be vital to the success of government policies and programs in civilized climes.
He wanted to find out on his own, how well have I touched the grassroots? So we're not only going to commission projects that has been implemented in various local governments and wards of the state, but he was now interfacing with them.
People-oriented approach. This is what they want. And you can see, the reason why people are not trying to be marginalized is because they are seeing that the promises made to them based on their own complaints have been met.
At each local government council, projects are commissioned, while some others are inspected to ensure that contractors are working in line with the terms of contracts. But as an administration that has deep regards and respect for the traditional institution, the governor and his entourage usually visit the palace of the traditional rulers in each locality to seek their royal blessings and intimate them on the progress of work on the numerous projects that are in their domains.
Your Majesty, we are going around inspecting projects and also commissioning projects, and we thought we needed to do this policy.
The royal blessings and the people's joyful dance steps usually herald the commissioning of projects in each locality. Majority of the projects are in the roads sector. The roads are selected on the basis of traffic count and how much they link and unite communities.
And that is the arrival of His Excellency the Governor.
At a courtesy call on the Odiologbo of Ole Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Anthony Ovrawa, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa acknowledged the peaceful disposition of the traditional institutions in the state.
I must thank the people of Isoko and the people of Ole for their cooperation, the peace and the support.
I appreciate what you have been doing to me, to my kingdom, to Isoko, and to the whole Delta of Nigeria. I'm proud of him.
Governor Ifeanyi Okowa kick-started the town hall engagement in the Isoko Nation, where he commissioned the 8.7 kilometer-old Ole Ozoro Road and the 700 meters Amawai Daisy Road in Isoko North and South local government areas. The governor also inspected the Ozaha Modern Primary School and construction work at the Emora Grammar School at Ole, Isoko South local government area.
I wish to formally commission this school Ozoro Road, which was constructed by the Delta State Ministry of Works. In response to the cries of the people of this area, His Excellency, through the State Executive Council, graciously approved the award of this project on the 5th of December 2016.
The completion and commissioning of this project today underscores the attention and zeal with which the rapid and accelerated urban renewal aspect of Your Excellency the Governor's 5-point agenda SMART is being pursued.
In a no-holds-barred town hall meeting held in Ozoro and Ole, Isoko North and South local government areas, Governor Okowa made it clear he was committed to the upgrade of infrastructures across the state.
Iri, Dansopro, and other Isoko communities there have done Bayasa. That is the only one that refused to go. And for this particular honor you've done us to have awarded the township road, God Almighty will infuse into you long life and prosperity.
We have a big market in Ozoro that attracts traders from Ijaw, Warri, and all sorts. It's a nice store now. So we are asking for a remodeling of that market.
I think that this would deserve a repeating market. And I'm glad that you brought it up as a request. I want to reassure you that in the year 2018 budget, there will be a market in that place.
The next port of call by the participatory governance team was Ethiop West and Sapele local government areas. In these two local government areas, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa inspected the Sapele Road dualization project, commissioned the Sapele Technical College, and inspected the access road to Jesse.
There are many roads that he's built. I am a leader of the Robo, and I'm relying on what he has done for the Robos. But I can see from a distance that if he can do this for the Robos without our asking and prompting, so he must be doing the same thing, starting with our neighbors, with the Shekiris, with the Jaws, with the Sokos, with the Aniomans.
During the rainy season before now, this road is so bad. Most of you passers-by, it really affected the socio-economic activities of the place.
Like and well, as you don't find, so where would they go? We're not they fall for water. All our ways not they pain us when would they go market.
At the town hall meeting in Sapele and Ogara, leaders and other stakeholders bear their minds on issues of common concern.
We know, because I've been through it, governance at this time is tough. And we really just pray for you. But I say to you once again, that this local government will never succumb to you, I can assure you that.
I repeat to thank you for what you've done so far in Ijere Kingdom. But with Jesse Town as the capital of Ijere Kingdom, has not gotten a modern market. Please, Your Excellency, if you can help us to give us a modern market, we'll be very grateful.
Chief Okowa talked about a modern market for Ijere Kingdom. We have taken note of your request. I cannot make a commitment now, but I'm sure that your honorable member of the House of Assembly has taken note. She is the chairman of appropriation.
In Asaba, headquarters of Oshimili South and capital of Delta State, the people came out in large numbers to witness the inspection of several road projects constructed by the Asaba Capital Territory Development Authority on the one hand and the State Ministry of Works on the other hand. Indeed, it was a harvest of projects as the team inspected the now completed and commissioned Joseph Ebolo, Madonna School Road, Cable Point Road, and several other roads that today have changed the face of the Capital Territory.
Today, I commissioned this dualization for the people of Asaba and the people of Delta State to use in the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It's a pretty big state where you see people are commissioning projects from one state to the other. And so I'm glad that I've been part of it, that I've commissioned that Navy Sea the road dualization. I'm so happy because I've not had time to go around Asaba before, but this is my first time of going around the city a bit. I'm happy with what I've done.
When you go to Cable Road today, if you don't know Cable before, and they just close your eyes and take you there, you won't agree that that is Cable for you.
At the town hall meeting, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa promised to tackle the perennial flooding of the state capital and fast-track completion of the Stephen Keshi Stadium and the Asaba International Airport. Today, residents of the state capital can attest to the plethora of fulfilled promises.
People were not staying in their houses before now, but because the governor has been able to construct this road and also construct the drainage here, people can sleep with their two eyes closed.
The other projects he has even done. They are now repairing our general hospital. They have done the road into Okowa town. He has renovated our primary school. He has done a lot of work we didn't even ask for.
The economic benefits of such a road is immense. We can only begin to list them. But on the whole, I think it will elevate the status of economic activities around here.
As the train headed for Ika South local government area, the governor and his team, who had earlier paid a visit to the Den of Abo inspected the dualization of Old Lagos-Asaba Road, the Abavo Circular Road, while Charles Streets, Odion Odegubo Road, Idumoza Aliagu Oki Road, and Alisimio Zanogogo roads were commissioned. The Ika National Hall, venue of the town hall meeting, was filled to the brim. The faces of the people show that they came prepared to hear from the state #1 citizen. And they were not disappointed, as Governor Okowa made a case for the people to key into the state's contributory health scheme, as it has worked in many African countries where the vulnerable and the poor now have access to good health care services.
When we came in, we had to pass a law establishing the Contributory Health Commission for those who are pregnant and for children under 5 years of age. What we need them to do is just to have their registration and documentation, because government will take charge of the premium. So I want to urge our people to try to engage in the program, and by the time we start seeing the success stories, I think those others who are not enrolled in the program will seek to enroll in it.
At Oshimili North and Aniocha North, the governor and his entourage were welcomed by an enthusiastic crowd. Beyond the joy triggered by the many life-changing government policies and projects that are clearly visible in their communities, the people danced to celebrate their inclusion in the governance process. At the no-holds-barred interface at the town hall meeting, the people expressed their appreciation for the development the Okowa-led administration has brought to their locality. They made new demands and as well asked questions. The governor, in turn, gave account of his stewardship, answered questions, and made new promises.
I'm standing on behalf of Gegepreneurs. You really trained us for 3 months, and after the training, I was empowered with 400 pounds of slave and 200 day-old chicks. I have done 6 times circle of broiler production.
We are workers who depend on this salary. Are we going to continue to be owed? We are not happy, sir.
We thank you for the numerous road projects that is going on in Aniocha North.
The hard truth must be told. The salaries of local government workers and primary school teachers in Delta State is higher than that of any other state in the country. It's either we are going down on the numbers or we are going back to the salaries that other local government councils are receiving across the nation.
Prior to the town hall program in Aniocha North and Oshimili North, the governor commissioned and inspected projects in the 2 local government areas. Some of the projects include the Iseluku Access Road that leads to the palace of the Obi of Iseluku Kingdom, the now completed Okunzo Obonkpa Road, Obonkpa Idumogo Road, projects which are due for commissioning. The team also traversed the now revamped Iseluku Technical College, the Delta State Leather Factory, the Iseluku Iselempitime on Icholona Road. A good number of the projects have been completed.
The road is very nice now since they repaired the road, and people are very happy.
We are enjoying the road now. No disturbance for our machine. I don't used to go mechanic, I used to go before.
Uwie and Ugeli South was the next port of call by the team. Just as in the other local government areas, the governor commissioned several projects even as he interfaced with the people at separate town hall meetings.
We are appealing to you as a father that please, sir, you carry us along and remember us in the different sectors of the economy.
I'm so proud of this smart agenda that you have put in place. I can boldly say that my products also, they are outside the country because I make beats for people who travel out of the country.
The Udu and Okwe local government areas came alive as Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, in company of his deputy, Dickin Kingsley Burutu-Otuaro, inspected the now commissioned Okwe Modern Market, the reconstruction of Onya Main Road in Udu Harbour Market, the Grace Road in Ekete Waterside in Onya, and the Phase 1 of Aragba Okobia Kutelon Road, as well as Okowa, Popogri, Iriama roads in Okwe local government area. The governor specifically urged the people of Alaja, Ogbijo, to avoid any form of hostility, as he stressed the danger of communal clash to both human lives and project execution.
Where I built my house, he claimed is his father's land. So how do you now agree? So that was why we said government should come in.
Where you have the secretariat, our rubber plantations were there. And they destroyed them with impunity.
About that it's all about peace, about respect for each other, and respect for the peace process until we are able to speedily find ways of getting the boundary delimited.
At the palace of the Oroji of Okwe Kingdom, the governor and his team were warmly received by His Royal Majesty Ure I, the Oroji of Okwe. The revered monarch commended the administration for its developmental achievements, attributing it to the humility of the governor and his prudent management of resources.
Your Excellency, we have adopted you as a prince of Okwe Kingdom because of what you have been doing for us. Now, especially at this commission of Okwe Kingdom, during your tenure, we appreciate Your Excellency.
The commissioning and inspection of multiple projects across the Ndokwa Nation, comprising 3 local government areas, was greeted with fanfare, even as the people celebrated the harvest of projects across different sectors.
I wish to formally commission the reconstructed Okowa Road in Jesus' holy name. Amen.
At Isiokolo in Ethiopia East Local Government Council, it was a no-holds-barred interface with the people who had, in the previous day, joined the governor to commission the Ekrawe Orokpo Isiokolo Road and the newly constructed Otoro Primary School, as well as the township roads in Abraka, among others.
He promised that he will not neglect Abraka, and today he's keeping his promise. He's a man of his own words.
Everybody in this local government locality is happy.
Governor Ifeanyi Okowa has come to redeem the people of Abraka, and if I'm given the chance, I will vote for him, tie without number.
At Patani local government area, the governor and his team visited many project sites, even as some were commissioned. The people of Udovori community, amidst dancing and jubilation, which heralded the arrival of the team, thanked the governor for the construction of the Udovori Access Road, the only road that leads to their community.
It is in this administration that you actually have construction work going on in a local government like Burutu local government, Warri Southwest, in the riverine area. As we speak, you and I know that there is no local government in Delta State that has not had a new road or had some bad roads rehabilitated.
In Warri, the commercial nerve center of the state, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa inspected and commissioned several projects in both Warri North and South. The people came out in large numbers to welcome the man they now call the Roadmaster.
I feel fulfilled that the road, some few months ago, it was impassable. Today, you can see what is happening here now. We thank God for Okowa's life. He is now a road master, and he will continue to be.
This road is known as the MPA bypass road. It was in a terrible state. Ordinarily, I think that this is supposed to be a federal road, but because it's affects Deltans and he's a governor of Deltans, he has decided to do it. So we commend him
At the town hall engagement in the two sister local government areas of Warri North and South, issues of the dredging of the Cocoa and Warri ports took center stage.
The major problem we have in Warri is that drainages were not given to quality contractors. Instead of water flowing, it's stagnant. We need a good drainage system.
Your report card of numerous projects that were inspected and commissioned by you in the course of this visit is historic in every particular.
We can see that though we are addressing some of the issues we ought to address, but there are some other areas critical to the lives of the people that are missed out. And these town hall meetings have continued to afford us the opportunity.
The good people of Bomodi and Ughelli North local government areas could not hide their emotions when the participatory governance team arrived in their localities. The team inspected the multi-million naira Bomodi water project, ultra-modern markets being constructed by the state government, and many other road projects in Ughelli North.
Governor directed that we must make sure that there is water for the people of Bomodi. And we found out that the best way to actually get it done is to go back to the old regional scheme. And so what we have here today is the regional water supply scheme for Bomodi and its environment.
The people living in this area, when you see their skin after bathing this river water, you see that they get darker. I'm so happy that they are doing this water because it helps us in a lot of ways.
At the town hall meeting, the people took advantage of the presence of the governor to register their appreciation, just as they made demands as they desired.
Is somebody who is willing to make life better for people, and so anybody who is after the good of the people is somebody that we want to work with and pray for.
The people of Bomodi local government will see this as an opportunity to express their sincere appreciation to His Excellency, basically for a whole lot he has done.
Notwithstanding the fact that the building of modern market is the responsibility of the local government councils, Deltans in most of the town hall meetings made case for the construction of modern markets. And Governor Okowa, who took notes of the demands, has already started delivering on the promises. Evidence of such promise kept could be found in the completed Okwe Modern Market in Okwe local government area, while contract has been awarded for Ogbogonogo Modern Market Phase 2 in Asaba.
Better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do you better. Run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do us. Come live in Delta. Let me tell you, come invest in Delta. But I tell Nigeria, come explore the potentials of our state.
The threat to peace and security as a result of the herdsmen-farmers clashes in Ughelli North, Ethiop East, Ndokwa East, and other communities was one of the major security concerns raised at the town hall meetings. Being a responsive government, the administration convoked a stakeholders meeting, the second in the series, involving the communities and the Mieti Allah group to find an amicable solution to the crisis.
I be pulling man for inside bush according in stay for the Delta State. Because for Delta State, it be peace. Any hesime inter Delta, he hide himself. I can't see him. I'll call area commander, see this man about my don't enter my Delta. They don't hide himself.
First of all, we should gather them and document them. That's the documentation the governor was talking about. Know where they're coming from. The ones that we cannot identify by the leadership structure of the Mieti Allah in your kingdom, you send them away.
Also, as a result of the requests for more schools, the Okowa-led administration recently approved the establishment of a number of secondary schools in Ughelli North, Ughelli South, Ukwani, Oshimele South, Warri North, and Burutu local government areas. Indeed, by opting for the town hall meetings of reaching out to the ordinary people, the Okowa-led administration has scored another first in participatory governance.
Come to Delta State, come and see the good things where Okowa they do. You better run, come to Delta State, come and see the good things where Okowa they do. I see your job and work creation in Delta, make the youth say them higher. Okowa, I see good roads everywhere in Delta, make the people say them cola. Come live in Delta, say me I say, come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state.